Good morning. How are you diddling? Excellent. Me too. Thank you very much for asking. Welcome to another episode of Dazed and Confused, and my 3 times a week when I can get to the camera live video session answering your social media and video questions as always, and talking about some other bits and pieces as well to try and help you get you on your content creation journey. So today is World Gratitude Day. So before we start anything whatsoever, I want you to sit down and think, what is it you are grateful for? And put that in the comments, whether you're watching on the live right now, if you're live on the replay, you listen to the replay, if you're listening to the podcast, put in a review, put in your comments. What are you grateful for today? It is World Gratitude Day. I'd love to know what you're grateful for. I'm going to tie gratitude into social media very, very soon. So we're going to talk all about how gratitude works with social media. Trust me, it really does. But what are you grateful for? Stick it into the comments and we'll have a chat about World Gratitude Day. First things first, though, who am I to tell you anything? Well, I'm Simon Scholes. I'm the founder and creative director of Perception Studios. We're an award-winning visual marketing agency. We help brands and businesses create social media content that helps them stand out on all their different platforms, be it video, animation, aerial, graphic, photography work, all that kind of stuff. However, a few years ago, it became very obvious to me that not every brand, not every business was in a position to spend money on a regular basis on having marketing content created. However, social media is all about consistency. It's all about putting out regular content, giving regular value to your audience. So how can you do that when you don't have a budget to have somebody to create it for you? I sat down, I came up with a process. I called it How to 9 Times Your Social Media. And basically that's what these videos are all about, is to try and help you get into that process of creating content. I took that process, I turned it into a former #1 book, which is still available now. You can download it off Amazon. The link is in the section below. I think it's 99p. And basically it takes you through the whole process of marketing planning all the way through to podcasting and the stuff that happens in between to make those things happen and make life easier for you when it comes to creating content. Because one of the big worries for most people when it comes to creating content is I don't have enough time to do it. I don't have enough time to come up with the ideas and then post the content and then come up with more ideas. So my book hopefully kind of helps you get over that a little bit. And also these videos, that's what they're here for, is to try and help you get over yourself a little bit, get you into that content creation journey. So you're not worrying about what it is you're creating on a regular basis because you will already know. But anyway, today we are going to talk about World Gratitude Day. And so it'd be interesting to know, like I say, what is it you're grateful for? Put that into the comments, whatever platform you're watching on, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching, stick what you're grateful for into the comments. I would love to know. But how does World Gratitude Day tie into social media? Well, of course, #1, you could ask your audience what they're grateful for. And they'll tell you, I'm sure, in their comments and stuff like that. But also, I want you to think about how often do you make sure your audience understand you are grateful for them? It's the same as working in an office or working in a factory or whatever. You hope at some point or another your bosses are going to make you aware that they're grateful for you. And you need to do different things for different people, just like you do in the workplace. Not everybody is going to be mentally attached to having money thrown at them. Somebody might say, well, I don't need £100. What I'd really need is an extra day off. So you give them a day off. Or what I really need is some new strings for my guitar. So you buy them some new strings for the guitar. Now, I'm not suggesting you do that for each and every single one of your audience members, but there are lots of different ways you can show your gratitude to your audience. So you could run things like competitions, giving away your product if you are a B2C business, giving away maybe a saving on your services if you're B2B, all those kind of things. You can run competitions on lots of different platforms. You could run them across multiple platforms and just have one competition so you don't cost yourself lots of money by giving away loads of stuff across Instagram and Snapchat, and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. You could have one central competition that you advertise everywhere. So you can have your competition that's running specifically on your Facebook page because that's where you want to get more people following. But you talk about your competition on LinkedIn, and you talk about it on Twitter and on Facebook, and also on YouTube videos and TikTok videos to try and draw people back to doing what it is that you're requesting them to do to enter your competition. So you could do that kind of thing. You can also do money off vouchers. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not a huge fan of giving money away effectively. If somebody's going to buy your product, they're going to buy it. But you could do that kind of thing. You could do it where you say, right, look, I want to offer you a 25% saving. To get this 25% saving, you just need to go and fill out this form, and then you'll get a voucher emailed to you, and then you can use that voucher to make a saving on a purchase of a product or a service or whatever it might be. That way, you're actually using social media to not only give away something to your audience and potential new audience members, but also you're garnering information. You're helping build your database list of people who are willing to be contacted by you, and so on and so forth. Obviously, don't forget GDPR, very important in the UK and probably worldwide as well. The other way, and this is my personal favorite, is just reaching out and saying thank you. Whether you put a tweet out and you say, thank you so much for being an amazing audience, I'm really grateful for you, or you do a live video and you say, it's World Gratitude Day, and I want to say I'm grateful for the fact that you join me every single time I go live. Whatever it might be, I think that's probably one of the better ways. It becomes more of that personalized thank you, rather than just an average, oh, well, I'm giving away something or I'm putting some money off. It is more of a, you know what, I'm really grateful for the fact you're here watching this video right now. Thank you so much. So that kind of thing is really, really powerful. But I'm not saying don't do those other things, not saying don't do competition, I'm not saying don't do money off, because you don't know what appeals to your audience's specific personality. You've kind of nailed it down a little bit when you've gone through working out who your avatar is, but people are different. And so one person like me might want some money, and another person like me might want a holiday or a competition to enter, or another person like me might want just a simple thank you. So it's a nice way of looking at it, that you can do multiple different things. And the great thing is then that means you've got more content. You've got competition content, you've got money off content, which will hopefully help you build your leads and stuff like that. You've also got just reaching out and saying thank you content. You could even reach out to individuals now and again and just say, I just want to say thank you. There's a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk, if you don't follow him, really interesting content. And one of the things he does with all of his audience, and he's got millions of people follow him, is surprise and delight. So he has a database of phone numbers and emails and all sorts of different things. And just now and again, he'll pick up the phone and make a phone call and talk to somebody, like literally talking to them. But he's got millions of followers. But that doesn't stop him from picking up the phone and just saying, hi, how are you? Anything I can help with? All that kind of stuff. So what could you do to surprise and delight your audience, to show them that you're grateful for them, especially today of all days, World Gratitude Day? Okay, as always, if you've got any questions about that, please stick them into the comments wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening. I'd be really happy to try and answer as many of them as I possibly can do. Obviously, we're live right now, so if you've got a question and you want to ask it live, I can try my best to answer your questions live as well. So just stick them into the comments. I can have a quick look on Twitter, make sure we've got new comments coming or questions coming through there. Let's have a quick peek. Here we go. Right, I'll answer that one in a second. Right, okay, let's go through some of the ones that have been emailed through first. And then if you've got any questions, stick them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so Bobby is asking the question, is there a way to have a Zoom meeting stream live on Instagram? No. Instagram Live is a bit of a weird one because it works through stories. There doesn't seem to be a way of getting an API code to kind of dial into Instagram and allow you to go live on Instagram while you're live on multiple other platforms. That's why I don't go live on Instagram through StreamYard, which is a software that I use to go live on multiple platforms. When I do go live on Instagram, I use this and I just set it up and it records the screen. So you get a nice screen image of exactly what it is that everybody else is seeing. It's not the real live stream. So that's how I do it. If you wanted to go live across multiple platforms, But no, sadly, there isn't a way of going live on Instagram that I know of. There might be something that's maybe come out recently, but I've not seen anything announced or spoken about. So, no, sadly not. Danny, as a singer-songwriter and also a business owner, how can I put out content where people take me seriously as a business owner and also as an artist? Okay, I don't know what your business is, Danny, sorry. So I'm going to separate them. I'm going to say you're a singer-songwriter and you sell mobile phones. If that's the case, you're going to have to separate the two businesses. If you are so passionate about both of those things and you have to make content about both of those things, then you are going to have to separate the two, because otherwise you are going to confuse your audience. The avatar for both those things is also going to be massively different. So if you are a singer-songwriter and you're writing hip-hop tracks and you're selling mobile phones to business people, then they might not necessarily cross over. There might be one or two business people who like hip-hop, but also there might be one or two hip-hop artists who want... You just, if you get what I'm trying to say, basically, you don't want to confuse the audience. You don't want to muddy the waters. It's like saying, I'm a gardener. Here's my content about gardening. By the way, I am also a loft converter. Here's my content about loft conversions. I'm putting them all on the same channel. It's just confusing. You've got people who want to consume your content about gardening. You've got people who want to consume your content about loft conversions, but they don't want to consume them both in the same place. So you're going to have to separate the two out. Now, if you're saying you're a business owner and that business is connected to music, there's a potential that you might still be able to just have everything all on one channel. But if your business and your music are two completely separate entities, you're going to have to split the two out. For me personally, I would say one is a hobby and one is what's going to make you money. If your business is your passion and you love what it is that you do with your business, then you're going to have to concentrate on your business. But if singer-songwriting is what you absolutely adore and the business is just making you some money, maybe you need to start putting more effort into your singing songwriting and just play the patience game and see what's going to happen further down the line. Because there's always that possibility. You could get signed or you could get noticed and go viral with a song, all that kind of stuff. So it's a difficult one to answer, Danny, because I don't know what your business is. But that's kind of what I would do. If it's connected to music as a business, maybe you could get away with having one single channel and putting content out on those channels. But if they're two completely separate things, you're going to have to split them. You're going to have two separate channels. You're going to have Danny, singer-songwriter, Danny, business owner, and put specific content on both of those things. And don't let the two mishmash, because it just doesn't work. You just end up confusing yourself, confusing your audience. They don't know what it is that you do. And yeah, it's not a good way to be. Okay, we had a question come through on Twitter, which was from Jenny. And Jenny is saying, are subtitles important on videos? Okay, yes. Subtitles are important on videos. I'm a fine one to talk because I don't always put them on there, mainly because they do cost money to get done. But if the piece of content you're putting out is something you want people to consume easily, then you're going to have to put subtitles on there. Now, you could do it yourself using video editing software and putting captions on, or you can pay for services like rev.com, which I have a link to in the section below. Go and click on that, save yourself some money if you've never signed up for it. There are also other services out there, Subtitles, and they made a caption video, a subtitle video of one of my videos recently, put it out on LinkedIn, on Instagram, places like that. They're really good. They're a little bit more expensive than rev.com, to be fair, but they're still really good. The Subtitle, I think it's $19.99 a month for about 9 videos a month, I think it is. Whereas rev.com is just a set fee per minute. So if you've got like a 4-minute video, they charge $1.25 a minute for a 99% perfect transcription of your video. And so that's going to cost you like, what, $5 for that transcription of that one video. But it is absolutely perfect. And yeah, I don't know, you kind of have to weigh the pros and cons, but I'm a rev.com fan. Subtitles is an interesting option at the moment as well. There's loads of other ones out there. Rapper is a new one that's come out as an app, which I was using online as well. So go out there, have a look, see which ones you fancy. If you do fancy Rev, like I say, there's a link in the section below. But captions, subtitles are really important to videos, because if you want people to be able to consume that important message you're putting out, the one thing that you've got to remember is a lot of people will watch videos on silent. Now, it could be that they're laid in bed with their other half, with their phone, and they don't want to wake them up. That's one reason. The other thing is a lot of people will watch content while they're at work. If they work in an office, they'll be watching content at home, on their phones or whatever you put in the office on the computer, and they don't want the boss to know they're watching content. It's as simple as. And so they watch them with no audio on. Now, if it's a visual video, they can get the gist of what it is that you're talking about. But if it's just somebody talking to the camera, like I am right now, then how are you meant to understand what it is I'm talking about? That's when captions come into play. So if you put captions onto your videos, it will really help your content be consumed by a newer audience. There's people who are listening with the sound off. There's people who are potentially deaf. There's people who are in bed and don't want to wake their partners. All those kind of people who will watch videos with even their sound on, or they can't hear it, can then still consume your content and understand what it is that you're talking about and get value from you as a creator. So captions, subtitles, hugely, hugely important to video content. And you just kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of, if you can afford to do it on every single video, bang, get it done. Go to rev.com, give them the link, get your subtitles back, upload them. Brilliant. If you can't afford to do that and you want to have subtitles on specific videos, still do that. Look at some of the apps that are out there. Look at things like I say, Subtitle, look at Rev, look at Rapper, and just weigh the pros and cons of what's going to work best for you as a creator. But definitely, if you have enough content going out, be putting subtitles on your videos. Really, really powerful, really important. The other thing I would say, and this is a difficult one, is it makes life a hell of a lot easier if you are a video editor and you can put the captions into your video and then burn the captions into the video so that when you upload it, the captions are already there. The only downside of that I've seen is that then the software doesn't recognize that you have captions. So Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn even, they don't recognize you've got captions. So when you have captions, it's almost like another tick on the list of good things for your business, for your video. So they push your content a little bit further. So you've made life easier for yourself by burning them in, but actually, would you be better off uploading them post-upload? And the answer is yes, to be honest, because that way people can turn the captions on and off. So they're not burnt into the video, so they're not annoying people if they don't want to see the captions. But also the channels, their algorithms recognize that you've gone that extra mile to make your content even easier to consume. So that will help your content get seen by more people, be it Facebook, be it YouTube, be it LinkedIn. There's no other platforms at the moment really offer captioning, but I'm sure it will come. But in the meantime, that's kind of how I would play the game. But hopefully that helps you out, Jenny. It's a different one, but yes, put captions on the videos you can afford to put captions onto that you really, really want to hit hard. Right, I'm going to shoot off. I think that's for today. We've drawn up with questions. Nothing else on Twitter. Let me just have a quick check. Nope, nothing there. So that's it. I'm going to do one until not tomorrow. Now I'm not live 7 days a week anymore. Until Wednesday, when I will be live again. Thank you so much for watching. It is World Gratitude Day, but it doesn't have to be World Gratitude Day. As always, I'm hugely grateful for the fact that you tune in, watch my live videos, hopefully get some value from them, hopefully go away and you're able to start thinking about your content in a different way, maybe coming up with questions in your head right now that maybe you could ask next time we are live, or next time you're watching a replay, or next time you listen to one of the podcasts. Just email me your questions, stick them into the comments. I'll be more than happy to try and help as many of you as I possibly can do. But until Wednesday, especially given the current circumstances where we don't really know what's going on in the UK or worldwide, please stay safe. Have a good Monday, have a great Tuesday, and I will see you on Wednesday for another episode of Dazed and Confused. But until then, have a good one. Bye.